Headline: Leroy Carter's rise, a new hope for the All Blacks. As an All Blacks fan, it's hard not to feel a thrill at the prospect of Leroy Carter stepping into the training squad ahead of the Rugby Championship. With Scott Robertson naming a 36-man squad, which expands to 42 due to injury cover, it's clear that the All Blacks are looking to adapt and innovate. Carter's inclusion comes at a time when the team has been struggling to find consistent performance on the wings. What do you think about this exciting addition? Comment "Go All Blacks" in the comments. Carter has made quite an impression during the 2025 season, and it's no surprise that his meteoric rise has caught the attention of All Blacks great Justin Marshall. The fact that he finds himself in the mix, even if it's primarily his injury cover, speaks volumes about his potential. It's a pivotal moment for the team, especially since players like Caleb Clark are sidelined. With the back three still a work in progress, could Carter be the spark the All Blacks need? Fans, how do you feel about this? Is he the answer to our wing woes? In addition to Carter's inclusion, the All Blacks are facing a few challenges with injuries in the scrum half position. Cam Roigard and Noah Hotham will not be available for the upcoming matches against Argentina, but Marshall seems confident that the depth in this position will hold strong. Cortez Radama has emerged as the starting nine, while veteran Finley Christie is back in the fold. Do you believe we have enough strength and depth to weather this storm? The back row has sparked some debate, especially with the return of Wallace Satiti and Peter Lakai, alongside the rookie Simon Parker. The omission of Christian Leo Willie, despite his commendable performances, raises questions. Marshall's thoughts on the matter suggest that the coaching staff is keen on finding the right blend in the loose trio. It's an interesting dynamic, and fans will certainly be watching closely to see how this plays out. What's your take on the back row selection? As we gear up for the Rugby Championship, it's clear that the All Blacks are in a period of transition. The team is adapting to injuries and testing new talent, which can be both exciting and nerve-wracking. It's moments like these that define a team's character. So fans, what's your opinion on Leroy Carter's inclusion and the overall squad dynamics? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to include your city. Go All Blacks! All Blacks fans, what do you think about the future of the Lions tour? In a recent commentary, seasoned rugby writer Stephen Jones stirred the pot by suggesting the British and Irish Lions should reconsider their plans to tour New Zealand in 2029. Instead, he advocates for a tour to France, which he believes would better serve the Lions brand and promote rugby on a global scale. This idea has certainly sparked discussions among fans and pundits alike, and as an ardent supporter of the All Blacks, I can't help but weigh in on this topic. Jones points out that the traditional Lions routes have become predictable, and it might be time for a shake-up. This is a bold statement, especially considering the immense history and rivalry between the Lions and the All Blacks. But let's be honest, would a Lions tour of France really be better for rugby as a whole? In my opinion, while it's important to explore new territories, the allure of a Lions tour in New Zealand is something that fans cherish deeply. The atmosphere, the haka, the fierce competition, it's an experience like no other. Comment "Go All Blacks" in the comments if you agree that the All Blacks deserve their rightful place in any Lions tour discussion. The heritage and legacy of rugby in New Zealand is unmatched, and any plan that sidelines the All Blacks deserves scrutiny. Jones also suggests that the Lions should consider expanding their tour to include matches in emerging rugby nations like Italy or Spain, which could help grow the sport. While I see the merit in investing in the future of rugby, I can't shake the feeling that the All Blacks should always be at the forefront of these discussions. After all, isn't it the legacy of the All Blacks that sets the standard for rugby excellence? Furthermore, Jones proposes that if the Lions do indeed tour France, they could play a series of matches against top French clubs in addition to test matches. This could indeed be a thrilling prospect for rugby fans, but it raises the question, would this diminish the significance of the test matches? The pride of wearing the All Blacks jersey is something that should never be diluted by commercial interests. Jones envisions a future where the Lions could even tour the Americas, particularly Argentina, which has been making waves in international rugby. While I agree that the Pumas deserve recognition, I would still argue that the All Blacks are the benchmark that all teams aspire to reach. In conclusion, While it's interesting to speculate about the future of Lions tours and the potential for growth in rugby, let's not forget the rich traditions that make the game so special. The All Blacks have earned their place in rugby history, and any future plans should respect that legacy. What do you think? Should the Lions stick to their original plans to tour New Zealand, or do you think exploring new avenues is the way forward? Let's hear your thoughts. Comment below with your city and your opinion about the All Blacks.